Good morning, tribe, and welcome to another coffee chat. It is Wednesday, believe it or not. I feel like November and December have just disappeared. So if you feel that way, comment below, because I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels like it's just literally zoomed by. So today's coffee chat is special because number one, I'm wearing my new adult onesie. That's fantastic. And if you don't have an adult onesie in your life, you definitely need to get one. The brand is called Body Bag. This was my birthday gift from my brother, which I love. But the surprise announcement is, and I'm not sharing a lot of detail just yet because it's very new, and there will be an opportunity for you definitely to learn more. I'll be hosting webinars very, very soon leading up to this, so you will have an opportunity to hop on and learn in full detail. But I've had a lot of requests from people ask me, okay, I really would love to work with you one-on-one, not necessarily with fitness orientation, but just in general, like spend more time learning from you as a coach, not just a fitness coach. So I have developed something that will be launching in January, and it's a collaboration between myself and a very good friend of mine. And I think it's going to be extremely powerful. And I say that because it's basically the culmination of everything that I've done when it comes to personal development for myself, compiled into a structure where other people can step in and receive full benefit from what I've learned, what she's learned, and what we've put together for you. So that being said, once again, it's going to launch in January. So if you're looking for something like that, if you are someone who has been struggling with up-leveling in your life in any area or multiple areas, you feel like you want to make change, but you can't really get there, and it just seems like you're constantly spinning your wheels, but nothing seems to go anywhere, then this is something that you want to keep an open eye out for. I think it would really tremendously serve you. From my own experience, it has tremendously served me. So if you have any questions or you want to be added to a list to find out first about what we're doing, you can also leave a comment and let me know that, and I will be glad to check in with you first. I will say there's going to be a limitation in spots for people just because I want to be able to give my full attention, and I can't really do that with a ton of people. So if you are someone who watches the coffee chats, which first of all, thank you so much for hopping on, spending time with me on the coffee chats in the morning. I love that. I love being with you guys. And you love what you see here, but you're looking for more, then this is the opportunity for you. So just keep that in the back of your minds, more to come. And on that same theme, I wanted to talk about personal development. And if you're not someone who does personal development right now in your life for any area of your life, I'm here to highly, highly encourage that journey for you right now. And there's so many free ways that you can tap into good resources without necessarily having to buy a book or something. If you don't listen to podcasts, that's a resource that you're missing out on hugely. Whether you're an Android user, I use an app called Castbox. Castbox, or if you're Apple, you have it in your iTunes store. Podcasts, they're free. You can find them on any subject matter: marriage, parenting, business, life coaching, whatever. There's so many out there, and they're usually short clips of just interviews or just insightful information on a very specific subject matter. And I will say that personal development, and the reason I'm so passionate about it, is because I attribute my investment in my personal development, whether it's been podcasts or buying a book or buying a training course or attending a seminar, has been the single determining factor in how far I've come on my personal life journey. More than any one thing that I've done or participated on, personal development has been it for me. And at this point, I've probably attended, I can't even remember how many seminars or workshops or events I've actually attended, and books, forget it. I really couldn't even give you a roundabout number of how many books I've read. But I will say that when people come to me and they say, your perspective on this was really profound, or I really appreciated your view on this, or it's because a lot of what I've learned has been triggered by having a mindset that was brought on by personal development. So I was living through something difficult. I decided to engage in personal development. From that point forward, my perspective on how I was handling XYZ in my life changed. So it's not something that just people in a certain industry do or in a certain market do. It's not something that's just for woo-woo people. Personal development is something that is basically a free education. It is your way of getting a high education in anything you want, basically for free, without going to a university. And I have a whole video that I made months ago on the trend in our society moving away from university studies, because it's kind of true. Like, there's only certain careers where you really need to go to a four-year institution. Others, you don't. And this nation is built on entrepreneurs, and let me tell you, you can't learn how to be an entrepreneur in a business school. You can learn some business management stuff, but you just can't learn what you need, all of what you need there. And the majority of the most successful startups and startup founders didn't even have an education. So how do you imagine they got to where they were? Not on their own. They read books, they listened to podcasts, they paid coaches to train them on high achievement. They went to seminars, they talked to people, they built relationships. It was primarily done on their own dollar, and it was done on their own seeking. So it was specific information that they went out to seek for their businesses or for their dreams, whatever they wanted to found. So just keep that in the back of your mind. For me personally, like I said earlier, it was I would attribute it to being the single most significant thing I've done in my adult life to get me to where I am now and moving forward. And I don't think it's a coincidence that it's also a vital behavior of Beachbody coaches. We are required, it's one of our vital behaviors, to do personal development a ton, because there's a very deep understanding that if you're just transforming your body on just staying here, the rest of your life can't really change. It's really mindset. Mindset is the beginning of everything. Mindset is the beginning of your physical journey. Mindset is where you make the decision to start a physical journey. Mindset is where you make the decision to end difficult emotional habits. Mindset is where all of that starts. So the healthier your mindset, the more resilient your mindset, the more expansive your mindset, the more success you have in changing things you want to change and accepting things that you can't. So if you find yourself very cyclically being stuck in patterns that you don't want to have in your life, then it's probably because you haven't addressed the mindset aspect. So again, personal development, there are so many resources for you between podcasts, books, coaches, whatever. There's so much available to you to do that. And if you're really looking for an environment where you feel like you can really up level and you can take it to the next level and you want that kind of support and one-on-one training and connection, then there's going to be an opportunity very, very, very soon for you guys to be involved in that, and specifically with me. So again, if you're interested in that, if you're at that point in your life where you really want to up level and you just don't know where to go, don't know where to turn, leave me a comment or send me a message, and I'd be more than happy to connect with you on that level. Hopefully this video inspires you to get out there and start listening to some podcasts, reading some books, and just designing a life that you love instead of getting stuck in a life that you are struggling with. All right, you guys, have a beautiful Wednesday morning, and I will see you on Friday.